come into a seated position and sit in a way that is comfortable for you to sit. Then align the back of skull with sacrum. Bring your arms onto your thighs and use your arms to glide your thighs forward. Lifting belly, lifting diaphragm, lift your chest. And focusing on the physical sensations today of your practice. When you're in poses, just notice what that feels like to be in that pose and the physical sensations. Noticing also the emotional sensations that are coming out. So sometimes you're in a pose and you feel that you want to take it just a little bit deeper, and you begin to tell a story to yourself like, I'm never ever going to be able to do this pose, or there's something wrong with me. So try not to put any overlays on that. Just allow yourself to be where you are in the pose. Trying to find a moment of relaxation and release into the pose. And then you find that you get more from being in that pose. Keeping the focus very present as you're going through your class today. So for the next few moments, we'll focus on the breath, that Ujjayi breath. So when you breathe in, you're breathing in through the nose with constriction. And if you breathe in for a count of 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. Equal parts you're holding for 7. Exhale, exhale for 7. And then hold the breath, belly pulls in. Sit bones presses down. Feet are active. Relax your belly. Inhale through the nose. Inhale for 7. As you do so, feel your ribs as they expand. Holding on to the breath. Exhale for 7. The end of the exhale, just pull your belly in. Keep holding the breath. Your belly is pulling in, your chest is lifted, your spine is long. Relax your belly. And then breathe in deeply. Inhale 7. So keep that Ujjayi breath. You're breathing in through the nose. You're breathing in with constriction. Holding, hold for 7. Relax your chest, but keep your spine long, keep the chest lifted. Exhale through the nose for 7. Exhale, completely pull your belly in. Feel your feet as you press to the floor. Feel your sit bones as you press down, and then allowing that press to the floor to lengthen up. And then relax your belly completely. Pranayama is Kapalabhati breathing, is Surya Vedana in shoelace pose. So bring your left foot onto your right thigh just above your knee and reach out with your heels, toes are flexed towards your shins. Fold the first 2 fingers down of your right hand and use your thumb to block left nostril. Inhale through the left nostril, inhale for 10. Lock your left nostrils, both nostrils are blocked, and you hold the breath, hold for 10. Exhale, left nostril for 10. Inhale, left nostril for 10. Block left nostrils. Both nostrils are blocked. Hold for 10. Exhale, left nostril for 10. Inhale, left nostril for 10. Lock in both nostrils and hold for 10. Exhale, left nostril for 10. Inhale, left nostril for 10. Lock in both nostrils and hold for 10. Exhale, left nostril for 10. Then release. Change the cross of your legs. Shoelace with your right foot over your left. Make any adjustments so that you're not feeling this into knees, feel this into hips. So you can place your right foot onto your thigh, calf, or foot to the floor, or a block. Fold the first two fingers of your left hand and use your thumb to block off left nostril. Inhale through the right nostril for 10. Lock both nostrils and hold for 10. Exhale, right nostril for 10. Inhale through the right for 10. Lock both nostrils and hold for 10. Exhale, right for 10. Inhale, right for 10. Lock both nostrils, hold for 10. Exhale, left for 10. Exhale, right for 10, sorry. Inhale, right for 10. Lock in both nostrils and hold for 10. Exhale, right for 10. And then release. Take a couple more breaths in. Bring the soles of your feet together into Balankonasana. Flexing the toes back towards your shins. Bring your hands back behind you so you're onto your fingertips. Press down into your sit bones. Take a deep breath, lengthen the spine. Inhale. Hold the breath. Spine is long, chest is lifted. And as your sit bones are pressing down, keep the belly lifting, keep the lower ribs lengthening away from waist. Feeling the energy of the breath as it moves around your body. Hands forward. Exhale through the mouth, strong exhale. Uddiyana touch into chest and pull your belly in. Your belly pulls all the way backward from the spine. Belly is away from pelvis. Feel as if you're hollowing your belly out. Shoulders, let your shoulders be soft away from your ears. And release, pushing the floor away, breathe in as you come all the way back up. Come into knee pal with your left leg over your right. Relax your arms down by your side, set up the shoulder shrugs. So take a deep breath into upper back. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze top tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze mid tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back, elbows bent, and exhale, squeeze the low tips of shoulders. Draw down and relax. Coming into eagle arms, so your arms are reaching out as you inhale. Bring your left arm over your right and bind the hands. And as you breathe out, glide the shoulders down. As you breathe in, lift your elbows up. Elbows are higher than heart. And as you breathe out, reach your forearms forward. Now breathe into the back of your heart. Deep breath. Feel the energizing your heart with this breath. And as you breathe out, your arms are reaching forward. Press your feet to floor. Sit bones press down as you breathe. Lift your belly up away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, folding forward, bringing your forearms towards the floor. Relax your forehead towards your forearms. As you breathe, breathe into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, you're folding a little more. As you breathe, keep feeling as if you're moving your belly back away from your pelvic bone. And as you breathe out, let your body just melt forward. Inhale, release, and ease on up. And change the cross of your arms. Relax your arms, change the cross of your legs. Knee power with your right leg over your left. Hands straighten your left leg if you're finding this difficult. Shoulder shrugs, arms relaxed by your side. And then breathe in deeply. Inhale into upper back. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze top tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze mid tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back, elbows bent. And exhale, squeeze the low tips of shoulders. Draw down. And inhale, release. Eagle arms, reach your arms out to side. Inhale, bring your right arm over your left and bind the hand. And as you breathe out, let your shoulders soften away from ears. Breathe into the back of your heart. Deep breath. Feel the energizing your heart. And as you breathe out, raise your elbows so elbows are higher than heart. And then breathe in deeply, spreading your ribs wide towards your armpits. And as you breathe out, your forearms are reaching forward. Now feel this from pelvic bone. Breathe in, lifting belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, folding forward, bringing your forearms towards the floor, relaxing forehead to forearms. And breathe into lower back, lengthening your lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, letting your body melt forward. Deep breath, breathe into the back of your heart. And as you breathe out, letting your body melt a little deeper into pose without forcing. And feeling this from your pelvic bone, breathe in and move your belly back away from pelvic bone. And as you breathe out, let your body just melt forward. Inhale, release. Ease on up and relax. Release your arms, relax your arms by your side. You're coming into your twist now. You're coming into a couple of twists, starting with half lotus. So bring your right foot towards the left edge of the mat. Take your left foot and place it onto your right thigh. Your left arm is coming around the back. For some of you, that hand will come all the way around and take hold of your left foot, or slide your hand into your waistband or clothing. As you breathe in, reach your right arm up, open through the side ribs. And as you breathe out, bring your right arm across against your left thigh. Deep breath, lengthening. Sit bones presses down, and then you're lengthening your ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, as your belly pulls in, spiraling towards the left. Deep breath, lift your belly, lift your diaphragm, and lift your chest. And as you breathe out, spiraling towards the left. Deep breath, inhale, spread your ribs as wide as you can. And without forcing, exhale, twisting to the left, going deeper into the pose. Inhale, release. Unwind your arms, unwind the cross of your legs, and do the other side. Half lotus with your right foot on top of your left thigh. Your right hand is lined up with your sacrum, or you can bring that right arm all the way around. Some of you will be able to take hold of your foot. Some of you will slide your hand into clothing or keeping the hands to the floor. As you breathe in, reach your left arm up. And as you breathe out, bring your left arm across against your right thigh. Pressing down into sit bones and breathe in, using this to as traction as you lift up, lengthening the ribs away from waist. And as you breathe out, spiraling towards the right. Keeping chin aligned with chest. Now breathe and lift your belly away from pelvis. Keep breathing as you lift your diaphragm and lift your chest. And as you breathe out, spiraling towards the right. On the next breath, as you breathe in, expand your ribs. And as you breathe out, spiraling towards the right. Inhale, release. Unwind the cross of your legs. Coming into a seated side bend with one leg straight. So straighten your left leg. Left leg is reaching straight forward. And you're bringing your right foot back so that the right foot is flat down onto the floor. You're bringing your right arm so the arm is pressing up against your thigh. And your left arm is tucked down by the outside of your left foot. Press down into your right foot. And as you breathe in, lift and lengthen your right side ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, gliding your right thigh back. Keep pressing right foot down. Feel for pressing down into your left sit bone. And breathe in, lifting, lengthening your ribs up away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, you're gliding your right thigh back. Your left foot is active. Your left foot reaches forward. One more breath. Deep breath. Lift. Keep lifting out of your right side. Right foot is pressing to the floor. And as you breathe out, gliding your right thigh back and away from you. So feel this opening into hips, into pelvis. Then inhale, release. Options here to bring your right foot against your left thigh, pressing the foot against your left thigh, heel towards the groin. Or option to bring your right foot back so that the right heel is by the right glute. From here, if you've brought your foot back, take hold of your right foot with right hand, or reach your right hand back, fingertips to the floor. And then as you inhale, reach your left arm up, open to the left side of your body. And as you breathe out, left arm is down on the inside of left leg. Relax your left ear to left shoulder. Breathe in and lift out, lengthen out of your left side. And as you breathe out, glide your left shoulder away from your ear. If you're not holding your right ankle with right hand, lift your right arm up, reach it back, fingertips 12 inches from floor. Now breathe into the right side of your neck, deep breath. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're gliding your right shoulder back, glide it down away from your ear. And from your pelvic bowl, breathe in and move your belly up away from pelvis. Lift your diaphragm, then move your chest as if your chest is coming towards the chin. You feel this opening right across your chest. And as you breathe out, slightly roll your chest to the sky and glide your right shoulder away from right ear. Second arm position. Inhale, reach your right arm straight up, spread the fingers. And as you breathe out, as you lift and arc your chest forward, reaching that right arm straight back. As you breathe in, keep lifting, lengthening out of your left side. And as you breathe out, feel as if your chest leans forward as you reach in that right arm back. On the next breath, as you breathe in, reaching your right arm right up towards the sky. Feel as if you're unlocking the shoulders, spread the fingers. And as you breathe out, wrapping your right shoulders, you reach your right arm over right ear. Feet still active. Now breathe in and lift. Keep lengthening your lower ribs away from the top of your left thigh. And as you reach your right arm forward, exhale, send your right sit bone back. As you breathe in, feel your ribs expanding as wide as you can without forcing. So feel this. And as you breathe out, folding forward, hands down either side of your left foot. Keep feeling yourself through the pose, so don't force it. So don't desensitize your body with the force. Breathe in and then lengthen, gently lengthening your ribs out and up. And with ease, allow your body to fold forward on the exhale. Feel for pressing your left sit bone back to floor, and then breathe in, gliding your lower ribs up. And as you breathe out, allowing your chest to come down towards your shin, your sit bones are pressing to floor, your belly is lengthening away from the top of your left thigh. Feet are active. Inhale, release. Pushing the floor away, breathe in as you come all the way up and then change. You're straightening your right leg. Right leg is reaching straight forward. And your left foot, you're bringing your left foot back. Left foot is flat down onto the floor. Your left arm is pressing, so your tricep is pressing, tricep or arm presses against your left thigh. Contraction, use your right hand to traction your right thigh forward and then hands onto the floor. If it helps you, you can have the hand onto your thigh, right thigh to give you traction. Press your left foot to the floor, and as you press your left sit bone down, breathe in and lengthen out of your left side. And as you breathe out, as you ease your right foot forward, you're easing your left thigh back. Then breathe into lower back and feel the lengthening your lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, you're gliding your left thigh back. Keep pressing your left foot down. Press down with the inside of that left foot. And then breathe in. Lift your side ribs away from the top of your left thigh. And as you breathe out, glide your left thigh back as you reach your right foot forward. Then inhale, release. Option, placing your left foot on the inside, placing the heel towards the groin, foot presses against your thigh. Or you have the option of bringing your left foot back so that the left heel is by the left glute. And you're moving your thighs away from each other. If you've taken your left foot back, reach your left hand back, take hold of the ankle. Otherwise, your left hand, fingers are onto the floor. Press down into your right sit bones. Breathe in, reaching your right arm is up. And as you breathe out, right arm is down on the inside of right leg. Relax your right ear to right shoulder. If you're not holding your left ankle with the left hand, lift your left arm up, stretch it back. And then breathe and lift out of your right side. And as you breathe out, gliding your left shoulder away from left ear. Breathe into the left side of your neck. Feel as if you're ballooning the neck, opening as if up towards the ceiling. And as you breathe out, glide your left shoulder away from your ears. Close your eyes and just feel the pose. You're pressing down into the sit bone. And then breathe. Feel as you move your belly away from pelvis. Keep feeling as you move your diaphragm away from belly. Your chest is moving to chin. And as you roll your chest slightly upwards, glide your left shoulder away from the ear. Now breathe into the back of your heart. Feel as if you're moving your top ribs away from your midribs. So feel this lengthening. And as you breathe out, both shoulders are down, but your feet are still active. On the next breath, release your left arm and reach your left arm straight up towards the sky. Spread the fingers, spread the heel of the hands. Chest open up. As you breathe out, arc your chest forward and reaching your left arm straight back. As you breathe, keep lifting out of your right side. You're lengthening your right ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, open out a little bit more as you reach in that left arm back. Now feel the opening right across your sternum. So deep breath, chest moves towards your chin. And as you breathe out, gliding your left shoulder away from your left ear as you reach your left arm back. On the next breath, as you breathe in, stretching your left arm right up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, wrapping that left shoulder as you reach left arm forward over left ear. Deep breath, lift. Lift your right side ribs up. Feel this opening the intercostal muscles on both sides. And as you reach your left arm forward, send your left sit bone back. Now breathe in and expand your ribs out wide to armpits. And as you breathe out, you're folding forward, hands to the floor. Now feel as if you're sending your sit bone, especially your left sit bone, back to floor. And then breathe in, gently lengthening up. Using the sit press of the sit bones down to get the traction as you're lifting and lengthening the ribs up. And with ease, exhale as you fold forward. Let your neck relax and let your shoulders be soft. Now breathe and lift your belly away from the top of your right thigh. And as you breathe out, allowing your body to ease forward. So feeling the physical sensations that are coming up for you. Last breath here, deep breath. And as you breathe out, allowing your body to luxuriate in this pose as you fold forward. Inhale, release. Push the floor away, breathe in as you come all the way back up. And then release your hands. Coming into your abdominal sequence, starting with elbow to knee. I'll show you where we're going with this today, just slight variation in this pose. So in your elbow to knee today, your hands will be clasped behind your head and neck. Your feet are lifted off the floor, the knees are bent, heels are below the knees, and toes are flexed to shift. When you inhale, here is a demonstration. So when you inhale, you lift your head and shoulder blades up. You pause a breath. When you exhale, you curl tailbone up. You reach your elbows to left knee. You reach your right leg straight up towards the sky. Keep sending that right leg up. Your belly is pulling in. You breathe into your right hip. When you exhale, you're lengthening your right leg away from you. Keep lengthening all the way down to about 6 inches away from the floor. Belly pulls in and your lower back presses to the floor. Then inhale, bring your head back to center, bend the knees, hold the breath, and you'll continue that process. So you will feel this. It's really important as you're lowering your legs down. You will feel this into lower back. So you're pressing your lower back down as you're sending that leg away from you. If you come so far down and you feel extreme pain, then don't come so far down into the pose. So clasp your hands behind your head and neck. Press your lower back to the floor. If your back is tweaky, you can do this pose with feet down onto the floor. Press lower back to floor. Inhale. Lift your head and shoulder blades up away from floor. Hold the breath. You exhale, curl tailbone up and reach your elbows to left knee. Reaching your right leg straight out and up towards the sky. Reach out with the balls of your feet. Spread the toes. Move the toes away from each other as you stretch your legs up. Pull belly in. Breathe into your left hip, into right hip. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, you're sending your right thigh away from you, lowering your right foot down towards the floor to about 6 inches. Now pull your belly in and send that leg forward. Lower back presses to the floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back down to the floor. You exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach your elbows to right knee, straighten left leg. That left leg is reaching straight out and up towards the sky. Pull belly in. Breathe into left hip, deep breath. And as you breathe out, send your left leg away from you, lowering the foot. Keep lowering, keep lengthening away from hips. Pull belly down. Now press your lower back to floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back down to floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Your elbows are to left knee. Straighten right leg. That right leg, it reaches straight up towards the sky. Lift your left elbow, reach it up, shoulder blades are off the floor. Now pull belly in. On the next breath, breathe into the right hip. And as you breathe out, lengthen your right leg away from you. Keep the chest lifted. Keep reaching your elbows up. Keep sending your right leg away from you. Then pull belly in at the end of the exhale and press your lower back to the floor. Keep moving belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press lower back down. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Your elbows are to right knee. Straight and left leg. Left leg, it reaches straight out and up towards the sky. Pull belly in. Breathe into left hip. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, you're lengthening your left leg away from you. Keep the chest lifted. Keep reaching that right elbow up. Send your left leg away from you and pull belly in. Now press your lower back to floor. Keep moving belly in. Inhale, come back to center, bend the knees, hold the breath, and press lower back down to floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up, your elbows to left knee, reaching your right leg straight up. Feel the moving right thigh bone away from you, and pull belly in. Breathe into your right hip, deep breath. And as you breathe out, send your right leg away from you. Keeping chest lifted, keep reaching your elbows up. Keep sending your right thigh away, leg away from you. Pull belly in. Belly pulls in, press your lower back down to floor. Inhale, come back to center, bend the knees, hold the breath, and press lower back down. Exhale, curl tailbone up, elbows to right knee, and straighten left leg. Left leg, it reaches straight out and up towards the sky. Reach out with the balls of your feet, spread the toes. Keep sending that leg up, pull belly in. Breathe into left hip, deep breath. And as you breathe out, you're lengthening your left leg away from you. Keep the chest lifted. Keep reaching your elbows up as you send your left leg forward. Pull belly in and press your lower back down to floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, press lower back down. And exhale, release. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor and place the soles of your feet down onto the floor. Bring the soles of your feet together so the knees are out towards the side and using this out to open into hips, into pelvis, and into lower back. Give yourself a moment to notice how your body feels. Your next pose is straddle lifting through. So use your hands at the side of your thighs and knees, draw your legs together. And then straighten the legs, your legs are reaching straight up towards the ceiling. From here, you're straddling the legs out to side. So clasp your hands behind your head and then straddle the legs out to side. You can bend the knees slightly. And if your back is tweaky, you can bend the knees more and do frog lifting through rather than straddle lifting through. Straddle lifting through or frog lifting through. Inhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from floor. Hold the breath. You exhale, curl tailbone up and then stretch. Keep sending your legs out towards the side. Keep the chest lifted. Reach your elbows up. Pull lower belly in. Your belly's pulling in. Now press your lower back to the floor. Inhale, lower pelvis, but keep head and shoulder blades up. Hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up, and then stretching your legs out. Feel the energy as it moves through the thighs, the calves, reaching through the ankles. Reach right through to the little toe as you send your legs away from you. Pull lower belly in. Inhale, lower pelvis, and lower your head about an inch. Hold the breath. As you exhale, as you curl tailbone up, send your legs out towards the side. Keep the chest lifted. Reach your elbows up so you feel the opening into lower back. Keep lengthening the legs away from you. Pull belly in. Press your lower back down. Inhale, low pelvis, but this time, lift your head, lift your chest, and reach your elbows straight up. As you exhale, curl tailbone up, and then lengthen your legs out towards the side. Feel as if you're reaching your sit bones away from you. Pull belly in. Curl pubic bone to navel, and then send your legs out to side. Pull belly in. Inhale, lower your head and shoulders to the floor. Release your hands, bring your hands at the side of your thighs and knees, and draw your legs together. Place the soles of your feet onto the floor. Grabbing hold of your block for your next pose, which is bridge. So your block is within touching distance. Your arms are reaching down to the side. You don't have a block, you can still do this pose. I'll just demonstrate where you're going with the pose. So your feet are hip distance apart. Your arms are relaxed down by your side. The shoulders are down away from your ears. Here's a demonstration. As you breathe in, you're lengthening ribs away from waist. And as you breathe out, tilting pelvis lifting up. You stay here for a couple of breaths, warming the spine up before you actually put any pressure to the spine. You're anchoring into your right leg, breathe in, lifting your left leg up, knee to chest. And as you breathe out, you're stretching that leg out and up towards the sky. Knees back to chest, foot to the floor, and then you switch around and do the other side. So you can do this without a block, but if you have a block, it helps. Also, if you don't have a block, you can clasp your hands under your sacrum. Just gives you a little bit more support by using the shoulders in this pose. So draw your heels back towards sit bones. Heels are now aligned with sit bones or hip distance apart. Arms relaxed by your side and the shoulders relaxed away from your ears. Press your lower back to floor and breathe in, lengthening ribs away from waist. Press your feet to floor. Exhale, tilt pelvis, lifting pelvis up away from the floor. As you breathe in, move your belly away from pelvis as you move your chest to chin. And as you breathe out, lift up, pushing the floor away. Grabbing hold of your block. As you breathe in, you're lengthening your lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, as your pelvis tilts, lift up and place the block under your sacrum, keeping the block away from your spinal column. And then breathe in deeply as you expand your ribs as wide as you can. And as you breathe out, feel for sending thighs and knees away from you. Anchor into your left foot. Breathe in, lift your right leg up and draw your right knee towards your chest. And as you breathe out, sending that right leg straight out and up towards the sky. Breathe into your right hip, deep breath. And as you breathe out, press your left foot to the floor as you reach in your right leg up. Feels as if you're unlocking the hips. You can use your right hand onto right thigh. And then when you breathe in, telescoping ribs away from hips. And when you exhale, using your hand to traction your right thigh out and up. One more breath, deep breath. You're lengthening your ribs away from the block, away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, left foot presses down, right leg lengthens to the sky. On the next breath, as you breathe in, bend your right knee and draw your right knee towards your chest. And as you breathe out, placing your right foot back down to floor. Anchoring your right foot to floor, heel aligned with sit bone. Breathe in, press your back foot down. Breathe in, lift the left foot up, draw the knee to chest. And as you breathe out, you're reaching your left leg straight out and up towards the sky. Breathe into left hip. Feel the easing left thigh away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, sending that left leg straight up. Reach out, spread the toes as you reach up with the balls. Can use your left hand to traction left thigh away from you. So breathe into left hip, deep breath. And as you breathe out, using your left arm, you're tractioning your thigh. You feel this opening into belly. You feel this opening into lower back, creating space into hips, hip flexors. On the next breath, take a deep breath. Inhale. Lengthen your left leg up. And as you breathe out, keep sending that leg up. Press your right foot down. On the breath, bend your left knee, draw the knee towards your chest. And as you breathe out, placing your left foot down to the floor. Press both feet to floor, and then breathe in. Feel as if you're drawing energy from the earth, moving this into your body. As you breathe out, press your feet to the floor, lift up and move the block. And then breathe in deeply, feel your ribs as they expand to side. And as you breathe out, tilt pelvis, lowering upper back to floor. Tilt pelvis as you lower mid back to floor. Tilt pelvis as you lower all the way down to floor. Keeping the tilt as you come down. From here, twisted roots. Cross your left leg over your right. And if you can, crossing your left ankle under the right calf. Clasp your hands behind your head and neck. Option, you can keep your feet onto the floor, or you can have your feet up off the floor, or the foot, your right foot up against the wall. So if that's you today, you can move closer to the wall with this. What that does is it just anchors your back into the floor and give you more extension into the lower back. So it's more soothing for the lower back to have the foot up against the wall. Press your lower back to the floor. And as you inhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from the floor. Hold the breath. As you exhale, curl tailbone up. Send your thighs and knees straight up. Now squeeze your inner thighs and squeeze your sit bone to tailbone. Pull belly in. Keep the chest lifted and keep reaching elbows up. Inhale, low pelvis, but keep head and shoulder blades up. Hold the breath. As you exhale, curl tailbone up. Now send your thighs, knees are reaching straight up. Squeeze thighs and squeeze sit bone to tailbone. Pull belly in. Inhale, release. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor. Release your hands and clasp your hands on the midpoint of your left thigh. Breathe into lower back, spreading ribs to the floor. And as you breathe out, curl tailbones up and press hands against the thighs. Thighs against hands. Squeeze thighs and squeeze. Pull belly in. Relax the pelvis and breathe into lower back, spreading ribs to floor. And as you breathe out, as you curl tailbone up, press hands against thighs, thighs against hands. Squeeze thighs, squeeze sit bone, pull belly in. Inhale, release. Unwind and change the cross of your legs. Right is over left. If you can make the second cross with your right ankle under the left calf, do so. Hands are clasped behind head and neck. Press your lower back to the floor, and as you inhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from the floor. Hold the breath. As you exhale, curl tailbone up and reach your thighs and knees straight up. Squeeze thighs, squeeze sit bone, pull lower belly in. Inhale, lower pelvis, but keep head and shoulder blades up. Hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Now send your knees straight up. Squeeze thighs, squeeze sit bone, pull belly in. Inhale, release. Lower your head and shoulders to the floor. Place your hands on the midpoint of your right thigh. As you press your lower back to the floor, breathe into lower back and spread your ribs to the floor. And as you breathe out, curl tailbone up and press hands against the thighs. Thighs against hands, squeeze thighs, squeeze sit bone to tailbone, pull belly in. Relax pelvis, and then breathe into lower back, spreading ribs to the floor. And as you breathe out, curl tailbone up and press hands against the thighs. Thighs against hands, squeeze thighs, squeeze sit bone to tailbone, pull lower belly in. Inhale, release. Unwind the cross of your legs. Roll to your right side. Bring the left hand down by chest. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, pushing the floor away as you come up. Right arm supports your head and neck. Come onto your knees, starting your next stage, working with some inversions, starting today with dolphin. So bring your hands onto your biceps to measure your distance, and then your elbows are down directly under your shoulders. Reach your hands forward, spread the fingers. If your shoulder tweaky today, then clasp your hands. Keep your elbows tucked in so elbows and shoulders are aligned, and relax your neck and shoulders. Now take a deep breath into upper back, lift and spread your upper back, curl your toes under. And exhale, lift knees off the floor, and then move your chest back to thighs and knees. Take a deep breath and spreading the ribs, you're spreading your upper back. And as you breathe out, push the floor away, lengthen your top ribs away from shoulders. As you breathe, breathe into the front of your heart, deep breath, and feel the energizing your heart with this breath. Relax your collarbones, and then exhale, reaching back. You're moving your chest back to thighs and knees. Push the floor away as you lengthen back. As you breathe, breathe in and expanding your ribs out as wide as you can. And as you breathe out, reach your sit bones back as if you're reaching back to touch that back wall. You should feel this lengthening through the whole of your spine. Anchor into your right leg. Breathe in, lift your left leg up. And as you breathe out, reach it back. If you're not working with the leg up, stay in the pose for as long as you can. Now breathe into your left hip, deep breath. And as you breathe out, send your left thigh back. Feel as if you're reaching your fingertips forward. Last breath, press down, forearms are pressing down. Feel this, and then breathe in, lengthen top ribs away from shoulders. And as you breathe out, lengthen your left leg away from you, lowering your left foot to the floor. All the way down, anchor into left leg. Breathe in, lift your right leg up. And as you breathe out, send it back. Spread the toes. Breathe into right hip. Feel the easing right thigh away from pelvis. And as you reach your right leg back, reach back, taking top ribs away from the shoulders. On the next breath, as you breathe, send your right leg straight back. And as you breathe out, lower your right foot to the floor. One more breath here, deep breath. And exhale, release. Bend the knees and come all the way down to floor. Take a breath in embryo. And from here, come up to stand. So you're using hands under the shoulders. And then you're coming up to stand, standing toward the front of your mat. So your next pose today is that Nauli. You're in Nauli. We're doing Nauli with your legs across, and you'll be so your hands will be onto your thighs in this way. And I'll just try to demonstrate this pose. So your hands will be onto your thighs. Like so. We'll demonstrate this. So here, take an inhale, and then exhale. You're sucking your belly in, and you're moving your belly side to side. You're moving your hips as well. So your belly is moving. That's where we're going with this pose. Hands onto thighs, and you're tractioning your thighs away from you. So from here, take a deep breath, inhale. And then exhale completely through the mouth. Now suck your belly in. And then as you let it go, you're rolling the belly from side to side, using the hips. And then breathe in. And exhale. Suck your belly in and up. And then relaxing the belly, moving it from side to side. using your hips, rolling your hips to accentuate the movement. And then change the other side. Cross your legs the other side, hands are onto your thighs, using this to give you traction. Breathe in. Exhale. Chin is tucking in, suck the belly in and up, and then moving the belly side to side. Use your hips to accentuate that movement. One more here, deep breath. And exhale. Use your hips and keep moving the belly. And then release. From here, you're coming onto downward facing dog against the wall. So your option to do dolphin against the wall, or to do shower against the wall. So downward facing dog against the wall. So you can do, I'll give you the stages. You can do downward facing dog against the wall, both feet on the wall. You can do downward facing dog on the wall, one leg straight up, or downward facing dog moving into splits. Or to do dolphin against the wall. I'll show you the dolphin, the stages with that. Or to do shower against the wall. If you're doing shower, hands are up, breathe in, lifting. And as you breathe out, reaching your sit bones back, you feel as if you're pushing the wall away, squeezing your elbows in. So that's one option. Other option is to do dolphin. Just doing dolphin, your feet are starting against the wall, elbows down, you can clasp the hands. Coming up, you can stay one foot on the wall, 3 to 5 breaths. Foot comes down, other foot goes up, 3 to 5 breaths. Or bringing both feet onto the wall. If you want to go further, reaching one leg up, 3 to 5 breaths. Other leg up, 3 to 5 breaths. Option, or the next option is downward facing dog on the wall, where you start with your sit bones against the wall, where your heels finish is where your hands will start. You breathe in. You step one foot up, step both feet up. You stay here for as long as you can, aiming for about 8 breaths. You can go further, you're reaching that leg up. If you wanted to go further, you're pressing the ball of the foot that's against the wall to the wall and coming into splits, reaching the other foot back and over your head. Keeping moving chest to the wall. Foot comes down after 2 to 3 breaths. The other foot goes up and you're lengthening back over your head. This is really opening into hips. You feel this right through the whole of your body. So those are the options that you're working with today. So choose your options, that's it. And keep working with it, using the breath. Deep breath. That's it. Barbara, relax your neck a little bit more. Look more to the wall. Look, yeah. No, to the wall, yeah. Deep breath. Good. Pull your belly in and move your chest to the wall. I can't see who the person who's got guest phone, move your chest to the wall a little bit more. Yeah. And then pull your belly in and feel as if you're sending your sit bones back away from you as you move your chest to the wall. You'll find that easier on your back. Good. Deep breath. That's it. Keep moving belly to the wall. Keep sending the back of the thighs up towards the ceiling. Deep breath. Once you've done your count, come on down. Take a breath in, embryo. So everyone's done. So I can see that everyone's done. And then press into from embryo, come up then press back into downward facing dog. From here, downward facing dog. Just bring your feet in your downward facing dog. Walk your feet forward. Walk your feet forward to your hands. And then stand, standing all the way up. The next pose I want you to do today is chest opener, but you're doing this with your hands clasped. So your feet about 3 feet away from you onto your mat. You're clasping your hands behind your back. So I'm demonstrating the pose this way. You press feet to the floor, breathe in, lift belly, diaphragm, chest. And as you breathe out, as you fold forward, you're reaching your arms up and over your ears. Your neck is long and relaxed. You press feet to the floor and breathe in, lifting, lengthening belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, really pull your belly in as you fold forward and reach your arms up and shoulders away from your ears. Deep breath, inhale. And then fold forward. Now reach your arms over your ears. Keep your neck relaxed. Good. If your hamstrings are tight, bend the knees slightly. Otherwise, straighten the legs, lift your kneecaps. And then breathe in. Feel your moving belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, folding a little deeper, shoulders are over your ears. Press your feet to the floor and then breathe in. Feel you're drawing energy from the earth as you move it through your body. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in and reach your arms up and reach your shoulders away from your ears. Hands are reaching to sky. Place your hands back onto sacrum. Breathe in and come up. Push the floor away with your feet as you come all the way up. Keeping chin tucked to chest. Lift the chest as you come up, but tailbone tucks down. So you get this opening right across your chest. And then inhale, release. Heel toe feet together and come to stand near the front of your mat. So yesterday we did twisting squat against the wall. Today we'll do twisting squat without the wall. So here I'm going to demonstrate this way on so you get to see. Your feet are together. When starting on when twisting to the left. So here, feet together. Your knees are bent. When you're twisting to the left, you're bringing your right elbow over your left thigh. Can make a fist with your right hand, left hand is on top. Your right foot wants to ease forward, you're keeping the knees level. You're sitting down so that your sit bones are reaching towards your heels, and as you breathe in, you're lengthening your ribs away from waist. And as you press your right arm against your left thigh, twisting to the left. Relax your right ear to right shoulder. As you breathe in, feel as if your sit bones are reaching back, but you're moving your belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, you're rolling your chest open towards the left. Deep breath, inhale. And as you breathe out, opening out towards the left a little bit more. Some really nice poses. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, opening a little bit more. Everyone sit a little deeper. Send your sit bones back towards your heels a little bit more. Last breath, deep breath. And then exhale, release. Coming up for the other side. So here, feet together. As you breathe in, you're reaching your left arm is up. And as you breathe out, you're bringing your left elbow over your right thigh. Make a fist, place your right hand on top. Your sit bones are reaching down towards your heels. And then breathe in, lengthen out of your left side. And as you press your left arm against your right thigh, you're twisting towards the right. As you breathe in, feel as if you're lifting your belly up away from pelvic bone. And as you twist to the right, soften your right shoulder away from your ear. Breathe into lower back. Feel that you're lengthening your lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, opening out towards the right a little bit more. Everyone sit a little deeper and then breathe in, lengthening your left ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, as you twist towards the right, soften your right shoulder away from right ear. Inhale, release, and then ease on out. And then come to stand at the front of your mat. So working through a number of standing poses. So work every pose on one side and then every pose on the other side to get sort of even on these. Just decided we won't do the lunges against the wall because we haven't got enough time. Stand at the front of your mat. Inhale, step your right leg back for warrior 2. The right foot is square to the short edge of the mat. The front heel is aligned with the arc of the back foot. Your arms are reaching out towards the side. From here, your next pose today is archer. So as you breathe in, reach your left arm straight up, reach it back. Bring your right arm around the back and bind the hands. If you're not able to do that with the hands, then use clothing, or if you have a strap, then use the strap. Or use your right hand to tuck your left elbow up. Press down into your both legs and lift your belly, lift diaphragm, lift chest. And as you breathe out, glide your right shoulder away from right ear. As you inhale, feel for unlocking that left shoulder as you reach that elbow right up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, gliding your left shoulder down. Deep breath, stretch, you're lengthening your ribs up away from the sacrum. And as you breathe out, gliding your right shoulder away from right ear. Then inhale, release. Arms reach out to the side. Reverse warrior is your next pose. As you press your right foot to the floor, breathe in, reach your right arm up, opening right side ribs. And as you breathe out, reverse it. The right hand is now below or above the knee. Left arm reaches over left ear. As you press into both legs, breathe and lift your belly. Lift your diaphragm, lift chest. Press your left foot to the floor as you reach your left arm over left ear. That right hand can come higher up onto the hips. You can slide the hand all the way around, tucking it onto your left thigh, keeping your left thigh moving out towards the left. So breathe in and lift your lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you press your right foot to the floor, reach your right arm over your right ear. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale, release. Use your left arm to ease your body up. From here, straighten your left leg, setting up for triangle. Ease your right foot forward slightly. As you breathe in, you're stretching your left arm down onto the floor, the ankle, the calf, and your right arm is reaching up towards the sky. You will move from this pose into half moon, so you might want to have a block close by. And as you breathe in, you're lengthening, tracting your belly away from the top of your left thigh. And as you breathe out, glide your right shoulder away from right ear. Deep breath, inhale. Keep moving belly forward, moving chest to chin. And as you breathe out, gliding your right shoulder back as you press your right foot to the floor. From here, bend your left knee. Place your left hand onto the floor or a block. You're moving the left hand forward about 12 inches forward, 6 inches towards the side. As you breathe in, ease forward, lift your right foot off the floor and reach it back, reach out with your heels. You can go further, reaching your right arm up towards the sky. Then breathe in and lift and lengthen your left ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, so you're rolling slightly open towards the right, reach up with the fingertips, send your right leg back. If you're going further, bend your right knee, take hold of the ankle with your right hand, a quarter move. And then breathe in, move belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, reaching your right leg back. And breathe in, keep lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, sending your right leg back. Vertical splits. On the next breath, bring both hands down onto the floor and reaching your right leg out and up towards the sky. Deep breath. Move belly away from the top of your left thigh. And as you breathe out, sending that left leg straight back. One more breath here. Deep inhale. And exhale, release. Keep the hands to the floor and step your right leg back. Right foot is to the floor. From here, your next pose is head to ankle press. Your left hand is placed onto your left thigh. You're moving your left thigh out towards the side. Your right hand is, so there are variations. Your right hand, you can stay here. So my right hand is fairly central as I'm using that to traction left thigh forward. Or walking the hands back towards the foot. Press into your left leg and breathing, glide your ribs away from your left thigh. And as you breathe out, you bring in your forehead towards your right ankle. Breathe into your left side ribs and balloon the breath, balloon the ribs towards your left thigh. And as you breathe out, you bring in your forehead towards your right foot. Deep breath, breathe into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, feel for opening out as you bring your forehead towards that right foot. Then inhale, release. Straighten your left foot, so both feet are facing in the same direction. Your next pose today is plank stretch. Your left hand is coming across, it takes hold of your right ankle. You press, both hands are taking hold of the ankle. So on occasions, when I do this pose, my right hand will come beyond onto the floor, so it's pressing it against the floor. Some occasions, I use my right hand against the wall. So from here, press your left foot to the floor, and as you breathe in, lengthening the ribs away from the waist on your left side. Bend your left elbow as you bring your forehead towards your right foot. You should feel an opening through the side ribs on your left side. So balloon the breath there as you breathe in, you're lengthening your left side ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, you're bringing your forehead closer towards your right ankle, towards your right foot. You may feel this into the hamstrings on the right side. Bend the knee slightly if you need. And then last breath, deep breath, lengthening out of your left side. And as you breathe out, bringing your forehead towards your left shin, your left elbow reaches the floor. Then inhale, release. Walk your hands back to center. From here, turn your left foot back towards the left and then come up to stand. You're standing with your right foot is straight, the left foot, its heel is lining up with the arc of the foot. The arms are reaching out for triangle pose. Options, you're moving into twisting triangle. So as you breathe in, you're reaching your left arm down towards the side, your hands to the floor. The right hand comes across against your thigh. Bringing your left hand onto your sacrum or hip, or reaching your left arm up towards the sky. Pressing down into your left leg. And as you breathe in, lengthen your side ribs away from left hip. And as you reach your right arm down towards the floor, you're stretching your left arm up or keeping left arm onto your left sacrum or sit bones. If you find this really difficult, then bring your feet a little bit wider in widthways, and it helps to open out into lower back. And then breathe in and lengthen your ribs away from your right hip. And as you breathe out, rolling chest open as you reach your left arm to sky. One more breath, deep breath, keep lengthening lengthening your left ribs away from left hip. Reach your right arm down as you stretch your left arm up. Then inhale, release. Bring your hands down either side of your front foot. And come down place your left knee, your right knee to the floor for lounge lunge. So right knees to the floor. From here, bring your right hand forward about 12 inches ahead of the shoulder. Use your left hand to traction your left side forward. You're straightening your right leg. And as you breathe in, glide your ribs forward on your right side. And as you breathe out, you're arching chest to the inside of your left leg. Press your left foot to floor. And then breathe in, move your belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, your chest is coming closer towards your chest. Your chest is coming closer towards your left foot. Breathe into lower back, lengthening your lower ribs forward away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, send your right leg back as you draw your chest closer towards the left leg. Then inhale, release. Hands are down either side of your front foot. Pigeon is your next pose. So ease your left foot towards the right edge of the mat. And then straighten your right leg. Right leg is reaching straight back. Bring your hands under the shoulders. Get down into pelvis, breathe in, and lift your belly, diaphragm, chest. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in as you fold forward over your left shin. Anchor your right foot to floor, and then breathe in and lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, as you fold forward, sending your sit bones back towards your left. Sit bones reach back towards right heel. And as you breathe in, you're expanding your ribs out as wide as you can. And as you breathe out, let your body just melt. One more breath. Connect your breath to your spot. And exhale, release. Walk your hands back so the hands are under the shoulders. Curl the toes under of your right foot. And then step back into downward facing dog. Left foot steps back, downward facing dog. Other side, breathe in and step your right foot forward between the hands for warrior two. Your left foot is square to the short edge of the mat. The front knee is bent and your arms are reaching out towards the center. From here, moving into archer warrior two. So as you breathe in, you're reaching your right arm up, bend the elbow, reach it down. Your left arm is coming around and binding the hands, or use a strap to bind, or clothing, or using your left arm to reach your right elbow up. Press down into both legs. And as you breathe in, lift your belly, lift your diaphragm, lift chest. And as you breathe out, keep reaching your right elbow up towards the sky. On the next breath, as you breathe, feel for unlocking that right shoulder as you reach the elbow up. And as you breathe out, both shoulders are down. Inhale, release. Reaching your arms out to side. Your next pose today is reverse warrior. So as you breathe in, you're stretching your left arm up, open the left side ribs. And as you breathe out, reverse, the left hand is now below or above the knee. And your right arm reaches over your right hip. If your back is streaky, bring your left hand higher up onto hip. And press, feel as if you're pressing down to the edge of your left foot. And as you breathe in, lift out of your left side. Press your right foot to the floor as you reach your right arm over right hip. And feel this movement from your pelvic bowl. Breathe in, lifting belly away from pelvis. Lift your diaphragm. Feel your chest as it moves to chin. And as you breathe out, lengthening that right arm over right ear. Breathe into lower back and lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. Press your right foot to the floor. That right arm is reaching over right ear. Use your right arm, inhale to ease your body up. Left arm supports your head. From here, coming into triangle. So your arms are reaching out towards the side. As you breathe in, you're reaching your right arm down towards the floor, the ankle, the calf, shin, and your left arm is reaching up. You can stay in chest opener or bringing your left arm all the way around the back and tucking it onto your right thigh or hip. Press your right foot to floor, and as you breathe in, you're gliding your ribs away from that thigh. And as you breathe out, glide your left shoulder away from left hip. As you press your left foot to floor, breathe in and then lengthen, stretching lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, slightly tuck your right sit bones under as you glide your left shoulder down away from it. From here, moving into half moon. So you're bending your right knee. The right hand is onto the floor, 12 inches forward and 6 inches towards the side. If you might need a block as you move into the next stages of this pose. From here, as you inhale, transfer the weight into your right foot. Lift your left leg up and then reach it straight back, reach out with your heels. You're going further, release your left arm and reaching your left arm up towards the sky. Pressing down into your right foot. As you breathe in, lift your right ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, send your left heel back as you reach your left arm to sky. If you're going further, bend your left knee, reach your left arm back, take hold of the ankle or the foot. Quarter move. And then breathe in and lengthen right side ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, you're reaching your left leg back. Send your thigh and knee away from you. Feel this from pelvic bone, moving belly. So breathe in and move your belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, send your left thigh and knee away from you. Release both hands to the floor for vertical splits. On the next breath, as you breathe in, hands to the floor, lengthen belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, reaching your left leg up and then reach it back. Deep breath, keep lengthening belly away from the top of your right thigh. And as you breathe out, send your left leg up. If you can, walk your hands back towards your standing leg. One more breath, deep breath. And exhale, release, placing your left foot back down to floor. From here, coming into head to ankle prep. So your right hand is onto your right thigh, you're tractioning your thigh away from you. Your left hand is moving towards your left foot. Press your right foot to floor, and as you breathe in, gliding the ribs away from right hip. Keep moving your right thigh away from you as you exhale. You're bringing your forehead towards your left shin, towards left foot. And then breathe in deeply. Keep lengthening, opening the right side ribs to the right. And as you breathe out, bringing your forehead towards your left shin. One more breath here, deep breath. And exhale, keep sending your left thigh to the left, to the right thigh to the right. And inhale, release. Ease your hands down, center of your mat, and turn your right foot forward. Both feet are facing in the same direction. From here, your right hand is now grabbing hold of your right hand grabs hold of left ankle. Left hand is taking hold of the same ankle or left arm to the floor. As you breathe in, press your right foot to floor and glide the ribs away from right thigh. Plank stretch. And as you breathe out, you're bringing your forehead towards your left shin. Your right elbow reaches the floor. Deep breath, balloon the breath into your right side ribs. And as you breathe out, drawing your forehead closer towards your left shin. Reach your right elbow to floor. One more breath, deep breath. And as you breathe out, feel your side ribs opening out towards the right as your forehead comes towards your left shin. And inhale, release. You're walking your hands back. So you'll be doing your reverse triangle. So if you stand and turn your right foot out towards the right, line up the front heel with the arc of the back foot. Arms reach out to side. Right. As you breathe in, you're bringing your right arm down on the outside of your foot. Have the hand onto the shin. Your left arm, it reaches, it lengthens, and it comes down on the outside of your right foot. Your right hand is onto sacrum. Press back into your left leg and breathe in, lengthening the ribs away from waist. And as you breathe out, rolling chest open towards the right. If you can go further, reaching your right arm up towards the sky. Straighten your right leg. And then breathe in, lift your belly away from the top of your right thigh. Reach your left leg back as you open up towards the right. Deep breath, inhale, lengthen, keep lengthening your ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, twisting towards the right as you reach your right arm up, or keeping right hand onto sacrum. Last breath, press your left foot to floor, and then move your belly forward on the breath. And as you send your right sit bones back, reach your right arm up. Inhale, release. Hands down, either side of your front foot. Place your left knee to the floor, set up for lounge lunge. You're bringing your left hand forward about 12 inches ahead of the shoulder. Right hand tractions your right thigh forward. Reach your left leg back, breathe in, glide the ribs forward on your left side for lounge lunge. And as you breathe out, you're arcing chest to the inside of your right leg. Press back into your left leg and then breathe in and move your belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, keep sending your left leg back, but you're moving chest closer towards the right thigh. Breathe into lower back and lengthen your lower ribs forward away from sacrum. Reach your left leg back as you exhale, as you move your chest towards your right leg. Inhale, release. And ease back, your hands are under the shoulders. Your next pose is pigeon. So bringing your right foot towards the left edge of the mat. Send your left leg straight back, hands are under the shoulders. You're being down into pelvis, breathe in and lift and lengthen belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, pull belly in as you fold forward over your right shin. And your feet are active. Now breathe into lower back and lengthen lower ribs forward away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, as your belly pulls in, you're folding forward. Activate your feet, you're spreading the toes, the balls of your foot. Deep breath, spread your ribs out wide. And as you breathe out, allowing your body just to melt forward over your right shin. So notice where you're feeling this and then breathe there, deep breath. And exhale, release. Hands are under the shoulders. Walk the hands back as you come up. Step back into downward facing dog. Spread the fingers. Now as you breathe in, spread your ribs wide. And as you breathe out, reach your sit bones back as you reach your chest, the thighs and knees. Heels are reaching to the floor. As you breathe in, lengthen your top ribs away from shoulders. As you breathe out, reach back. Keep moving chest to thighs and knees, belly pulls in, and you're reaching heels to the floor. On the next breath, bend the knees and inhale, hop your legs between the hands or walk your legs between the hands and coming down into seated. From here, straighten your legs straight forward. Pressing down into your sit bones. As you breathe in, lifting, lengthening the ribs up away from waist. And as you breathe out, reach your heels forward and flex the toes back towards your shin. You're coming forward into a forward bend, so you can have the hands to the floor, hands onto your calves, your shins, or some of you will be able to take hold of your the feet. Hip bones are pressing back down and breathing in and lifting, lengthening belly away from pelvis. Pull your belly in, exhale as you fold. Your back is flat, shoulders are soft. Now feel this from your pelvic bowl. Breathe in and move your belly back away from pelvis. Lead with your chest, exhale as you fold. Let your shoulders be soft. Sit bones presses back to the floor, and then breathe into lower back, lengthening your lower ribs away from sacrum. Lead with your chest, exhale as you fold. One more breath here, deep breath. And exhale as you fold. Inhale, release, pushing the floor away, breathe in as you come all the way up. From here, you're lying down onto your back, coming into first of all, lie down onto your back. Keep your right leg reaching straight forward. Bend your left knee. Left foot is flat onto the floor. Your arms are out towards the side. Bend your left knee and lift your left foot off the floor. Bring your right arm across and take hold of the outside of your left thigh. Then take a deep breath into lower back. Feel as if you're lengthening your lower ribs away from sacrum. Reach your right leg away from you, and as you breathe out, draw your left foot across your body so the knee is coming towards the floor. Don't force the knee to reach the floor. It doesn't matter whether it gets anywhere near the floor. You should already be feeling this into lower back as you're lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. Press your right leg to the floor, and then breathe in, lengthen your right side ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, glide your left shoulder away from your left hip. Now breathe into lower back and lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, belly's pulling in. Deep breath. Keep moving belly up away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, reaching your right leg along the mat, right leg lengthens away from you. Now breathe into lower back and lengthen. Keep lengthening the lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, left shoulders relax away from left hip. Now release your right hand so that both arms are to the floor. Press your arms to the floor, and as you breathe in, draw your left knee back to center, and then place your left foot to the floor. Lengthen your left leg away from you along the mat. Press your lower back to the floor. Breathe in, lift your right leg up, draw the right knee towards the chest. And as you breathe out, you're lengthening your left leg away from you. Bring your left arm across, and the arm is taking hold of the outside of your right thigh. And then breathe in. Pull your belly in and draw your draw your right foot towards the left side. The knee may not touch the floor. It doesn't really matter. You're feeling this opening into lower back. Breathe into lower back and lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, soften your right shoulder away from your ear. Your right ear is towards your right shoulders. Your face is in the opposite direction to your right knee. Anchor your left foot to floor, and then breathe in, left thigh to floor, and lengthen your belly away from your left thigh. And as you breathe out, relax your left shoulder down. Breathing into lower back, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, allowing your left knee to come closer towards the floor. Don't force this. Just feel for feeling yourself to the into the pose. Last breath in. Deep breath, lengthening, gliding, coaxing the lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, you're lengthening your left leg away from you. Release your left arm, both arms are pressing to floor. As you press your arms to the floor, breathe in and draw your right knee back to center. And as you breathe out, place your right foot down to the floor. From here, bend both knees so the soles of your feet are onto the floor. As you press your lower back to the floor, breathe in, lift your right foot up and reach it to the sky. Lift your left foot up and reach it up. Reaching both hands up, take hold of your big toe with the first two fingers. Setting up for happy baby. Now breathe into lower back, deep breath, spreading the lower back to floor. As you exhale, exhale completely, belly's in, reaching your heels up as you draw your knees down. Feel this opening into lower back. One more breath, deep breath, spreading your lower back to floor. Exhale completely. Pull your belly in. You're pressing your lower back to the floor, but your heels are reaching up. The knees are coming down towards your armpits. Let your shoulders be relaxed. And inhale, release. Bring your hands by the side of your thighs and draw your legs together. Place the soles of your feet back onto the floor. You can stay here or bring the soles of your feet together, knees out towards the side, or straighten the legs, lengthen the legs away from you. Lie down into Shavasana, your arms relaxed by your side and the shoulders are relaxed away from your knees. Close your eyes. Allow your body just to completely relax in your final pose into Shavasana. So make any adjustments so that you feel completely relaxed, allowing yourself to let go into this final And here, become aware of the heels as they touch the floor. Be aware of the calves, the glutes, your back, shoulders, and the back of your skull. Become aware of all of these connections that you're having with the floor, with the earth. Become aware of your toes. Become more aware of your feet. Feel the glutes as they connect with the floor. Begin to feel the edges of your toes, the edges of your fingers, the edges of your skin. And notice these edges. Become aware of your heart, noticing how your heart feels in this moment. Become aware of your lungs. And making it as part of your practice to develop a deeper level of sensitivity so that you are aware of all parts of you. So that you become your early warning system, your radar for yourself, helping you to stay in good health and helping you to notice when things are not as they should be or as they could be. So taking this time to notice how your body feels and making a commitment to yourself to interrupt the daily routine so that you're doing something for you. Scan your body, notice how your body feels, and in your next breath, stretch in a way that feels good to you. As you breathe, feel you're moving the energy from the earth into your body, allowing the breath to penetrate into cell tissues, allowing your body to have the freedom of movement as you stretch in a way that honors you. When you exhale, let go. If it's not serving you, let it go. Taking 2 more breaths each time, attempting to take your breath a little deeper so that you're finding yourself into some of those hidden spaces, those spaces which are perhaps slightly undernourished, those spaces that may be neglected because the focus is often in the same direction. When you exhale, you're letting go all that has served its purpose. 1 more breath, using your breath as you would use a searchlight to go deep inside of yourself. Feel yourself opening up to yourself, using the breath in this way. On your next breath, bend the knees and move your knees towards your chest. And roll to your favorite side. Push the floor away. Breathe in as you're coming up. All the way up. Bring your hands together so the thumbs are lightly touching your sternum. And notice how your body feels. Congratulate yourself for your practice. Thank all of you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. Sit bones presses down, breathe in and fill yourself up with this breath. And exhale. Namaste. Thanks everyone.